This presentation is intended to provide information about the district, what the TRE is, what funds it would yield, and how funds would be used if the measure passes. Our intention today is to provide context to the penny swap and explain why the district called for the election. EPISD is El Paso's original public school system. Schools in the district go back to the late 19th century. EPISD has been a critical part of the El Paso community from the incorporation of the city in 1881. EPISD is emerging as a state and national leader in education and innovation. Top-notch, high-quality instruction continues to be the driving force behind all efforts in the district. EPISD is proud of the efforts it has established to create transparency in how we spend our money. Our efforts have resulted in some of the highest awards for financial accountability and higher bond ratings. This has been a capstone year for EPISD. Our student successes have brought pride not just to the district but also the entire community. We have made a concerted effort to improve our fine arts offerings at the secondary level, which has paid off in all areas. More high school and middle school students are participating in fine arts and doing so in a heightened level. We've done the same in sports, where our student athletes have continued to perform at unprecedented levels. Our students are using sports to bring EPISD to the forefront at the local, state, national, and even international level. We have been working on setting our priorities for the students of EPISD in order to ensure that we are educating the whole child. We believe these priorities will not only prepare our students academically, but also make them successful in life after graduation. Our strategic focus aligns with our priorities and drills down key initiatives within the district. These are areas that we have discussed over time with the collaboration of the El Paso community and parents of the district. The input from the community has been tremendous as we continue to shape our strategic plan. Some of our key initiatives are focused on areas of technology, our magnet programs, and early childhood intervention. What we have established as critical areas in turn helps us shape our budget priorities. We have decided to call the tax ratification election what it really is, a penny swap election. Penny swap better illustrates what is happening with the tax rate. This is the tax rate for the district as it was adopted for the 2014-15 school year. It is actually the same tax rate the district has had in the last 8 years. That tax rate has created enough revenue to help us tend to the needs of the district in spite of diminishing state funding, increased unfunded mandates, and a decreasing enrollment. The district has made it a priority to spend most of its revenue on instruction, student support, and the upkeep of facilities. Our tax rate remains one of the lowest in the region. Only Anthony and San Elizario have tax rates lower than EPISD. In fact, when compared with similar districts in the state, EPISD has one of the lowest tax rates in Texas. Decreased enrollment in the district has led to a decrease in state funding. The state funds schools partially based on the number of students who attend school on a daily basis. If fewer students are enrolled in our schools, the district will see a decrease in the number of dollars the state will send to help pay for instruction. Despite this, the district continues to make all efforts to be good financial stewards of the public funds. A TRE is what used to be known as a tax rollback election. The bottom line, the district must ask for permission from the voters to change the tax rate beyond the state-mandated caps. Districts whose electorates approve the TRE access what are known as the golden pennies. These pennies, for lack of a better term, are worth more in their state match. The following are some of the funding priorities the district has identified. Summer enrichment programs kept thousands of students from the vacation brain drain. It's an opportunity for them to learn while having fun in programs such as a Renaissance fair, drama, and camps. Other priority areas include fine arts, STEM, and career and technology education. These priorities were identified through various avenues, including community input, district assessment, and state trends and guidelines. Most districts budget a 1 to 2% raise in teacher and employee pay to keep up with inflation and cost of living. EPISD's budget constraints have made it difficult to keep up with this every year. EPISD has been investing in technology infrastructure since 2012. Much of the technology and equipment is obsolete or simply worn out. Older buildings do not have the technology and electrical infrastructure needed for modern teaching and learning. In order to get the picture on the left, we must have the picture on the right. Our bus drivers are the first faces your child will see in the morning and often the last at the end of the school day. Each bus costs about $100,000. A special needs bus costs about $110,000. To put that in perspective, a school bus carries about 72 passengers. Your car costs about $30,000 and only carries 4 to 7 passengers. Now more about what this means to your pocketbook. Again, we are asking to swap 3 pennies from the debt services side to the budget that allows us to pay for academic programming and teacher salaries. Remember, school districts have 2 budgets, maintenance and operations, and interest and sinking. Numbers on the top show the current. Numbers on the bottom reflect the change. Your overall tax rate remains the same as it has for the past 8 years. Here is another look at the same information. The additional revenue for operations is nearly $14 million. If approved, the district would receive the additional state matching funds every year. While school districts account for the largest portion of your tax bill, EPISD has not increased its tax rate, unlike other taxing entities or school districts. Because 2 of the 3 cents are weighted heavier by the state, EPISD would generate an additional $9 million in state matching funds. The language voters will see on the ballot is mandated by the state. It can be confusing, but it is what is required. This is the only item on the ballot. The options will read for and against. Checking for would approve the 3 penny swap. Checking against would not approve. Remember that the INS side is decreasing by 3 pennies, which leaves the overall tax rate the same. Thank you for attending our information session. We want participation and we want our community to have the facts. More information is posted at our website.